What up, donkeys, and welcome to a new segment I'm doing here on JackAce. It's called JackAsk, where I, Jack Haze, answer your gambling questions and random gambling questions I find on social media. So let's check out this week's questions and answers today on JackAsk. So the first question comes from Reddit r/Roulette. What are the odds of losing 15 times in a row betting a single dozen? So the poster is trying to use a Fibonacci sequence to beat roulette. He's betting on a single dozen and he wants to know the odds or probability of losing 15 bets in a row. And these types of questions are really easy to answer, but most people end up getting the answer wrong. And I know that sounds a little bit contradictory, but let me provide a little bit more context. So the probability of losing 15 times in a row is easy to calculate. On a single zero wheel, the probability is 37 minus 12 over 37 to the 15th power. This is 25 over 37 to the 15th power, or 0.002793, or 0.2793%. Most people will provide this number and they'll be done with it, but this doesn't answer the question. This person here is asking for the odds. And odds are always expressed as a ratio. To calculate the odds, you usually have to start by inverting the fraction. That gives us 1 over 0.002793, or around 358.04, but we're still not done. We have to subtract 1 from that number and present it as a ratio. So the odds of losing 15 times in a row are around 357 to 1. And if we do the same calculation for a double zero wheel, it's closer to 296 to 1. The second question is also from r/Roulette. 3 or 4 spin strategy, random numbers, or one side of the wheel. When trying to come up with a strategy you'll only use for 3 or 4 spins at a time, might it be better to close off one side of the wheel as losing numbers, or might it be preferable to scatter the losing numbers? And look at that, he even took a screenshot of my tool, the Roulette Bet Analyzer. So this person is asking whether it helps to pick numbers in a sector of the wheel, or if it's better to have them scattered around. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about the winning numbers or if we're talking about the losing numbers. But statistically, it doesn't matter whether the numbers are grouped together on the wheel or not. All that matters is what percent coverage of the wheel you have. If you for sure know that the wheel is biased, then the answer would be different, but I guarantee that you haven't found a biased wheel if you've only been observing it for a handful of spins. It doesn't matter. If you want to post your own gambling question, you can submit your question in the comments below, or you can post it to my Discord. Discord is just a chat server where all the participants have the same interest. In this case, it's gambling. You have a much higher chance of it being answered if you post it to my Discord, so join my Discord server today. The next question is also from Reddit r/Roulette. Tonight I saw 22 in a row, no third dozen. I didn't make it to the 22nd spin. Did I just witness a very rare thing? Here's another what are the chances post. He doesn't explicitly ask what the odds or probability is, but let's just calculate it real quick. The probability of this in single zero is 25 over 37 to the 22nd power, and the odds are about 5,500 to 1. For double zero, the probability is 26 over 38 to the 22nd power, and the odds are more than 4,200 to 1. The next question is also from r/Roulette. Was trying a strategy online one of those cover almost the entire board strategies? I could only cover 32 numbers at a time. Is this normal? So what you experience online is going to vary from online casino to online casino. Really, anything is possible at an online casino. They can restrict you for whatever reason they want. There really isn't a hard set of rules on what you can or can't do in an online casino. If you're playing an ETG or an electronic table game, it's very common to see the error message too low risk if you're covering a significant percentage of the wheel. I've often heard of interblock roulette machines disallowing bets of 30 covered numbers or more. And don't forget to check out the JackAce merch store. I'm constantly working on new products and designs. Some of the artwork I'm commissioning, some of it I'm creating myself. Most of the merch is gambling related, but there's a lot of crypto products, video game products, and pop culture products. I think most of you donkeys would appreciate the things I have in my store, so please check it out. shop.jackace.com. Here's another question from r/Roulette. Low roller strategy suggestion for $50 bankroll. I have my own system that does really good, but need a bigger bankroll to cover losses. I don't mind if it's 10 cents, 50 cents, or $1 bets. So I'm pretty sure most of you donkeys already know I have over 500 roulette systems on my site, JackAce.com, and there are dozens of strategies for low rollers. In the catalog, you'll see my rating for each system so you can see what I recommend. Just sort the catalog by buy-in and you can click on each one for more details. And you can always take any other system and just divide by 10 or 20 or even 100 if you want a smaller unit size. But off the top of my head, my two favorite budget-friendly systems are Hopscotch and Ride or Die. Check the video description below for direct links to each of the strategies. And check out the site JackAce.com for even more systems. Here's another Reddit Roulette question. Roulette wheels and their number locations. The writer asks, ladies and gents, how do you guys remember which side of the wheel has what numbers? I'm wondering if you guys just remember by memory or have some type of reference. Like I said with the previous question, it doesn't really matter where the numbers are located on the wheel. This means that it doesn't help you at all to know the ordering of the numbers. I've actually done some pretty extensive studies into how the numbers are juxtaposed on the single and double zero wheels. They're designed so that most betting groups will be evenly spaced around the wheel. But one exception is with the triple zero wheel. The triple zero wheel is just a single zero wheel with the other two zeros squeezed next to the zero. I personally would have taken the time to space the 3 zeros every 120 degrees, but greedy casino operators were just too lazy. They just repurposed the single zero wheel and violated the number juxtaposition goals. And this one's not a question, this is just a pick of the week that I saw on rPoker in Reddit. Invalid deck in play at the WSOP, 2 7 of spades on the flop. Like I said, this wasn't a question, I just wanted to show you a pick from the WSOP event where the flop came with 2 7s of spades. There was something obviously wrong with the deck, but somehow nobody caught the error until they were on the river. Here's another fun roulette question. Serious question, never played before. What if you only bet red? If you win, take the winning and bet the same amount again. Every time you lose, you double the bet. Surely you're bound to land on a red once and recover the money you've lost. Is there something seriously flawed with my plan or what? So yeah, dude, you just invented martingale. For most of you donkeys that already subscribe to my channel, you probably already know what the martingale system is. It's the betting strategy that this donkey is describing. The thought is that you'll eventually win, and when you do, you'll wipe out all your losses and end up ahead. When I was a kid, when we used to lose a bet, we'd always say double or nothing, double or nothing. It's the same basic concept. And I have several in-depth videos about martingale, but this one here is probably the most comprehensive one. So there are several reasons why martingale won't work. Hopefully you figured them out. Really quickly, it's because there are table limits, the fact that you don't have an unlimited bankroll, and also because it's just not a smart way to try to invest your money. If you had so much wealth that you thought you didn't have to worry about losing 100 bets in a row, it's probably a better idea to just buy the casino. Here's an gambling question from Reddit. Online casino still holding winnings. Now they're saying they can't verify my identity using bank statement and selfie I took with my driver's license. Basically, this guy is saying that they won't allow him to withdraw his money. He's already submitted his ID. He submitted a bank statement. Now they want a copy of his utilities and he can't even log into the system. The online casino is preventing him from making a withdrawal. This is a pretty common tactic used by shady online casinos. They already make it nearly impossible to win on a lot of their games. But if someone happens to fly past their radar and actually make a big win, they can just claim you cheated and withhold your funds.
Vodka with a sardine in it, please. In fact, vodka with a sardine all around.
They can claim that you cheated, they can claim that you committed fraud. There's a number of excuses they can give to withhold your funds. And unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do to prevent this except avoid the casino altogether. If they don't want to pay you, they'll find a way to keep the money and there's almost nothing you can do about it. My advice is to stick to the biggest online casinos or just avoid them altogether. So that's it for the inaugural episode of JackAsk. If you have questions you'd like me to answer, ask them in the comments below, or better yet, post them in my Discord. If you just have a jackpot you'd like to share, you can post your photos in my Discord as well. If you enjoy this Q&A session, don't forget to like and subscribe. Always gamble responsibly, never play 6 to 5 blackjack, and peace out, donkeys.